Yeah, but how do you stay consistent and not get distracted? That's what I was just asked. And I was asked that by Amy because probably other people were asking her. That's the biggest thing, right? There isn't a secret to it, but let me give you the secrets. If you want to succeed at anything that you do, Wisdom Culture is teaching those laws and those principles and those values, those things that move from God into me, out into this world around me, right, on Earth. One of them is time plus energy equals results. So the result you're getting is a result of where your time and focus is, basically, your energy and your focus. And the other thing is, stay focused, don't quit if you want to succeed. Right? If you want success, stay focused, don't quit. Providing you don't get killed or you die, you will guarantee yourself success in whatever that is. Stay focused, don't quit. You'll guarantee yourself success. So, how do you stay consistent? How do you stay focused? It's not hard. It's really not hard. What makes it hard is all the other options, quite frankly. There's too many options out there. Focus isn't hard. If I told you right now, hey, stare directly at a point on your wall, right, and just keep staring at it, right? Draw a little dot and stare at that. You wouldn't have any difficulty really doing that. You might get bored, you might have dopamine addiction, so you want to move around. Don't worry about all these diagnoses of like, I've got ADHD, I've got all this. You've got a problem diagnosing yourself. You've got a problem trapping yourself into an identity complex. Forget about that. Just focus on the principles of the law. Be here now. And look at that point on the wall. And what makes that difficult? It's fucking easier to watch Netflix. It's easier to play a game. It's easier to watch porn. It's easier to eat some food. It's easier to go out. It's easier to distract myself. So, how do you stop distractions? Here's the truth of it. You got to become really fucking aggressive and pissed off. Yeah? If you're a female, it's going to manifest in a different way. So let me actually address both genders here, right? If you're a female and you don't want to get distracted, it comes down to the simplicities of systemization. You need foundational systems in your environment that make it easy for you. If you're eating shit food all the time, for an example, just a simple example, I bet you it's accessible. Bet you it's really easy to get. I bet you can order a takeaway, a DoorDash, a Deliveroo to your door. You can get whatever food you want. I bet you can do that. Or I bet you go to a supermarket and fill your cupboards and your drawers with shit food. You've made it easy to fuck up. So you need to make it harder to fuck up by systemizing your environment, making it easier and more flowing to succeed. I'm just not going to have that shit in the house. I'm going to delete those apps off my phone. Right? I'm going to tell a friend of what I'm trying to do so they keep me accountable. Right? A true friend. No fucking fake friends that like want to just tell you you're great all the time. A real friend's going to tell you how it is. And you need those people around you, yeah? That's for females. For men, you need to be fucking pissed off. You need to be angry. You need to be aggressive, but in a healthy way. Because you need to use that energy. That's what builds roads. That's what builds skyscrapers. That's why people go down fucking 50 miles in the earth, down fucking coal mines. Yeah? The way that I speak is channeled. I can control it at any time. Yeah? At any point, I can just zone it down. So you don't want to be out of control. Quite the contrary. You want to be very in control, but you want to be angry and pissed off. So I ask you, first of all, you should foundationally be angry and pissed off at the world. You should be angry and pissed off you don't have what you have. And then you start to ask your question, what currently eases my frustrations? Yeah? Is it food again? Is it porn? Is it football? Is it binging content? You need to replace those things. So you need to put little bans on those. I'm not going to do those things because your frustration has to go somewhere. And you need to eliminate options. Eliminate these options. So you reduce it down to the simplicity. I'm left with not much option anymore. I just have to do what I need to do. And if you watch one of my other videos where I talk about listing out your problems and attacking those problems throughout the day to perpetuate your energy from problem solving and getting tasks done through productivity rather than cheap dopamine hits, You will dramatically change it. So the question again, how do I stay consistent? How do I not get distracted? The two work in tandem, right? Consistency is always happening. Distraction destroys it. Consistency is always there. Distraction is what gets in the way. So you need to, again, write out a list. Be honest, write out a list. This is something that won't be maybe sit down, write out all these things. This might be something you keep adding to throughout the day. Write down the things that you do. Become self-aware when you're frustrated or you're feeling something. What you go to ease that. Right? Just a great tip to start. Yeah? Just so you can get more awareness. Fast. If you've never fasted before, start with 16 hours. No food, just water. Fast. And that will teach you more about yourself than anything when you start fasting. Because you'll realize, oh, I can't eat. What am I going to do with my time then? That is the starting position for you. And if you want to stay repetitive and consistent with that, you need to make it easy. And this is my final, last, but not least, tip from Wisdom Culture. Of which, by the way, if you're interested in any of this stuff, I'm always delivering an emailing list. Wisdomculture.net. Everything is there and more. There's some things I can't reveal on YouTube because I keep getting pulled off these platforms. Emails is where it's at. Here's the last tip. Consistency is an art form through crafting your environment, yes. But why you're getting distracted is because it's kind of God's law to distract you. It sounds a little bit crazy. Sit with that for a second. Sit with that, actually. I drink my celery juice. Why would God be trying to distract me? Well, God is all. God is creation. And within this creation that we all experience, watch. Just watch closely. If you're paying attention, you'll see someone will come up. There'll be a birthday. There'll be an occasion. There'll be some bullshit. You know, oh, we got to do this. You know, it's the letters that come through your door. It's the corporations that are trying to bezzle money from you. Everywhere in life, everyone's trying to take you off course. So the first step is to become aware of that. Yeah, I see that as an attack, to be honest. That's why I'm very protective of my focus. I have very firm boundaries. I have very secure systems. I'm the best at this. I truly say that from my heart. I don't think anyone's better at what I do. I'm just starting to display this to the world of what I do. But if you've ever been in my house, you've seen it. I operate at a completely different level of flow and creativity throughout the day, all the time, because I've built and designed it. And I'm sharing these systems with people so they can just leverage it. You don't have to do what I've done. That's my purpose. You've got to use these systems to find yours. And you've got to protect your momentum. You ever have those moments where you're building up momentum, things are going well in your life, something happens. What happens? I've had this. I'm 32 now. I've had this hundreds of times. Why aren't I able to stay consistent? This is my most recent one. Watch my content. I was boxing every single day in Serbia, some form. I would train 3 times a week, I believe it was. Maybe twice. I think it was 2 sessions a week. But I was training boxing all the time because my mind was in boxing and I was always going. And I said to the boys, and if the boys are watching this, boys, this is what happened. I said, my biggest trouble is because I'm moving environments all the time and I'm traveling. And right now, there is not a boxing gym within 50 fucking miles at least. Right? There is no gyms around me. I'm in a beautiful place. It's not set up for me to box. So my trouble then becomes my environment, and therefore I'm not staying consistent with boxing. Not because I didn't want to box. So I'm in this situation where I'm always looking to protect my environment and my systems to stay consistent. But I'm traveling. But within the next 6 months, I won't be anymore. I'll be situated and fixed in one location. And then truly I can start to build the foundational empire that I've kind of been building my whole life. But what happens? Life. I got kicked out of my own home. In 2020. You know, in all due respect. Everyone being scared of coughing. I got kicked out of my home. That's what happened. I had to go and find a new home. Then what happened there? I didn't really get kicked out. I was being fucking harassed there. So I had to move on. This happens in life. It's not happening to me, for the record. It's not happening to me. I'm not a victim to this. Right? It's food and fuel to nourish my soul to do more, to achieve more. If you don't protect your momentum, you'll never stay consistent. How do you stay consistent? Fucking fight off all the things that are taking away your focus. Look at and take this with a pinch of salt, right? But look at the demons in your life. Sometimes they manifest as people, respectfully and non-judgmentally. There's demons in me. We all have these demons inside us. Demons will be like, oh, come, just one, or do this. Oh, you're not fun anymore. Be careful of demons. Stay focused and true to your path, and saturate yourself with positive, aligned information, people, communities that are where you want to be. Protect it, and I promise you, because this is the laws, I'm just a vessel to communicate it. I promise you, if you do that, truthfully, if you do that, 6 months, you'll start to see that your life's not different. Your life's not the same. It's completely different. A year, even more, and you keep going as far as you like. That's how you stay consistent. Get on the mailing list to have consistent emails coming from me. WisdomCulture.net. I have a mailing list. Would you believe it? And that mailing list is where I provide all exclusive, uncensored information, wisdom, tools, free resources, invitations. All the kind of basic stuff. And I realized what I have to offer often gets me pulled off social media. So the only way I can give you this direct source of wisdom is on the mailing list.
Shut your mouth. Have you?